Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Altcoin Mentors YouTube channel. My name is Peter, and today I'm going to talk about the current trades on Bitcoin and Ether, also the daily and weekly outlooks for Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, Ripple, and Bitcoin Cash. So by the end of this video, you should have a clear idea of where the top 5 cryptos are going in the near term and midterm future. For more advice on trading and investing in crypto, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be notified when we post new videos. So let's talk about the weekly outlook for Bitcoin and where it's going to go. The other day, last Sunday, I actually talked about how Bitcoin here was about to confirm to the upside on a weekly chart for the first time in almost a year. So it happened last time in September, and then it rocketed up, and it did that just recently. So because of that, I had a swing position on a daily time frame, and then I added more as it crossed over to the weekly. So my short-term goal is 9,400. Then above that, we have a little bit of headwind at 9,900, at 10,007, and then major resistance up ahead at around 11,700. If it breaks this level, then the next levels would be at 13, 16, and 19,000. But I really believe that if it breaks this 11.7 level, then it should go up to 19 and probably go a little bit higher and extend the wave. So let's look at it on a daily chart. So this is what Bitcoin looks like on a daily. Right, this is what it's been doing for last few months. So the other day I entered because we had a failed signal candle to the downside. It confirmed to the upside on the daily. I entered at 82.03. I not re-entered, but I added more size at 8,500 when the weekly is confirmed to the upside. And yesterday overnight, Bitcoin, luckily for me, it took off. And right now I have a trailing stop at 85.40, which is just under certain levels that I think are technically significant. So if it gets to 9,400, then what I will do though is I will tighten my trailing stops just in case it gets near it and it bounces down. So now that we've cleared the 200 EMA, the 9,400 level is next up. So if it goes up higher than that, which it did last time over here in February, then the next goal is 10.7 and then ultimately 11.7 again, and it had a double top there. And if it breaks, then I think it could really go much higher. Talk about Ether. So Ether is looking pretty good. It didn't take off as much from before. So it's been kind of like not really stalling, but the next level here is 662. So same kind of setup. This one I like because it had a bounce off of major support at 502. Confirmed on the dailies. And now it's going much higher. I got in at 530. Currently it's at 605. I have a stop loss over here at 566. So a decent amount of profit, for this one. So I'll guarantee, a little something. But I'm really looking forward to having it go back up to 662. And once it passes that, then it can go all the way up here to 784. And then that would be a very nice profit. So let's look at Litecoin. So Litecoin, as I said before, I just missed it because I was looking at some other stuff. It never gave me an opportunity to buy it back on a pullback because Litecoin has been so strong. The next target for Litecoin is 161, and then all the way up to 174, and then back up to the 200 range. We're kind of stalled out in February. Litecoin is one of the things that I've been trading very well since I started trading it. I made a lot of money to the upside in early part of February and to the downside as it started coming back on in March. And I'm looking to get back in relatively soon. So we'll see what happens to Litecoin in the near-term future. And if it does pull back, then I am going to try to re-enter in at about in like the 140 ranges, the low 140s after it bounces, and then we'll see where it goes from there. So next one is Ripple. So Ripple has been super strong. it's pretty much doubled since the lows of April after getting hurt so badly from the beginning of this year all the way down. It skyrocketed up. It closed above the medium-term resistance level at 85 cents. Now it's currently at 86 cents. It was as high as almost 92 cents. And if it closes and confirms above here, above this past 94, this current high, then I really believe it has a really good chance of getting into the 120 range, which is the next resistance zone. And if you look back at it, so let's look at the longer term charts. After the 120, then really there's nothing stopping it until it gets all the way back up to the previous high at 320. Because basically, on a weekly, it's just been a continuous downward trend all the way straight shots down. So unfortunately, Ripple does move in big waves. So even like back in December, it was hard to catch it because you had to have faith in it. So the weeklies didn't clear all the way up here, didn't clear all the way up until 92 cents. And then once it did, it went all the way to 320. Right? So you really have to have a believer in it. So if you missed the weekly move over here and it really shot up, then you have to figure out a good place to try to get back in. So let's look at Bitcoin Cash. So same thing for Bitcoin Cash. I missed the move because I thought it was actually going to go keep on going down. The wave structure was very bad. Even here at about 850, I thought it was going to turn. I was waiting for it to turn back down and go short. And then up around this level, I was waiting for it to curl back, maybe bounce, buy it on the pullback. It never has, looking super strong, going up to 1150. If it closes above this level here, which is a major resistance, the next target is 1500 and then 2100 to the upside. So on the weeklies, there's not that much weekly information for Bitcoin Cash because it's a relatively new coin. But if it closes above 1154, 1500, it goes to 2000, it can go back all the way up to the highs where it's about 3000. I'm not, as you know before in my previous videos, I'm not a big believer in the wicks and tails. So basically I'm looking for a place for my resistance zone for Bitcoin Cash, where there's a lot of numbers that were hit. So I kind of put the number here, right, which would probably be better, around 2579 would probably be a better spot. But if we can go from 1553, you can go here, you can go here. But the best number I think is right to the top at about 2800. So that's what I think Bitcoin is going to go, but it has to clear this major resistance level first. And then if it clears, confirmed on the weekly, so which will close on Sunday, tomorrow. If it closes here at 1200, right, it'll be the first time it did that since early on, up here. Because see here, it changed color when it first opened, it started going down, confirmed here, and then it just skyrocketed up. So this is something to watch out for. If it does do that, then it might go all the way back up there. So that's the short-term and medium-term outlook for the top 5 coins. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have external research library, a Twitter account, a Telegram, and a model portfolio. Please follow the links below. If you like this video, please let me know by hitting the like button below. Subscribe and share it with your fellow crypto traders in the comments below. If you have any questions, please write down. We do a very good job of answering questions very quickly. Once again, we thank you very much for watching this video and having our channel grow. See you in the next video.